So a couple things. I feel like somehow my setup is different. I wonder if maybe my phone holder on this mirror is upside down, but I feel like it's working, so we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna start with this. Remember how I used to start with what I was wearing on my lips and then I just quit doing that? So this is the Vampire Blood lip oil from Bath and Body Works. I do not love the name, to be honest. I'm not a super Halloween-y girl. I also don't know that I can confirm that this super smells like vampire blood, which I do really like. I like their fragrance of vampire blood, but it's a really good lip oil. Like, it gives pretty much no pinkness. You know, I'm sure if I kept layering it, it would. But it just feels good. It's a good feeling lip oil. And so I just picked it up because I felt like it. So first things first, so that I don't have crusty lips for you guys as we jump in. So last month was my birthday and I have lots to show you guys. My husband took me on a little shopping trip on my birthday. And it's just funny, the seasons of life that we go through and what I picked up as a 36-year-old. And I was like, is Hot Topic my new favorite store? And it might be. At least right now, immediately, it might actually be beating out Box Lunch and Original 151, which I didn't get anything from. That's our local Pokemon store. So yeah, fun times. So let's just start with like faves and best things, okay? So first of all, the Soul Choker with Kuromi is everything. This was a Hot Topic purchase. I saw it and I laughed at it, but I was also like, I actually have to have that. Like, that's a must-have, and I've been wearing it consistently since then. These earrings were a gift from a friend, and I cannot tell you how much joy just filled my heart because I saw these earrings on Instagram like years ago, and I have added them to my cart so many times, and now I can't even find the original posting that I saw on Instagram. But I feel like it was like a person and she made them, like they were not mass produced. I don't know. But I also feel like they were pretty expensive, and that's why I would never pull the trigger because I was like, are they going to be weird? Like, whatever. And so this friend also gave me this Awala water bottle, and she knows that I'm obsessed with Awala, and she got my little name on there, you guys. Listen, I can't. So excited. So I pulled this out first, and then there was a little gift card in the bag, and then she was like, oh, there's something else in there, and I hadn't noticed. And so I pulled out the tissue paper, and as I'm like unwrapping it, she was like, I just saw and thought of you. Like, almost like, you're probably not gonna like this, but I just thought of you, and so I had to get it. And then I pulled these out, and I was like, you have no idea how long I have wanted these and how perfect they are. So I have been wearing them pretty much consistently since. The only thing I'll say is I was wearing little hoops before, and they fully like went into themselves, so there was no back. Like it went all the way through. And so I could just sleep in them, shower in them, whatever. These I'm obviously not going to do that. These I take out. I don't shower in them, and I don't sleep in them. I just feel like they would pull too much on the ear. I don't know. They're not like super heavy to wear. I just don't feel like they would be conducive. I don't think they're meant to be slept and showered in, okay? But I love them so freaking much. So I just needed to give those their own little moment to shine. And listen, with this haircut, it's everything, okay? So there's that. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. So I'm just gonna start with what's closest to me. This is not new. You guys probably remember me showing you this wallet. This is a little Loungefly wallet that I got because the other one didn't work. And so I sent the other one back, and I've been using this with my Hello Kitty color block purse. But this might be the first thing that I saw when I walked into Hot Topic, and I died. You guys, look at her. Look at her. It's still Loungefly, but she's so squishy. She's so puffy. I thought this might be like a coin purse, but it's not. It's just her face, and I don't even care. Does she have to have a function? No, she's there, and she's perfect, and I love her, and so that's her function. The zipper is actually, this is like a really sturdy zipper, but like sometimes can get stuck, if that makes sense. So this is a much smoother zipper. Oh, see, these are my old earrings that I took out, but they like close into themselves. And so it's just really easy to keep them. So I've just got my little stuff in here. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this gift card, you guys. Refinding things. But I love this wallet. And this pretty much kicks off my birthday shopping trip. I'm pretty sure this is the first thing that I got with my husband. And this is the theme for the day. And that's why Hot Topic was my favorite. So, okay, I'm going to put in a picture because I got a rear view mirror cover thing that has My Melody and Chromie on it. So obviously love. And then I got both of these things from Hot Topic. I got a little squishy, sleepy Chromie. Okay. And then I got a little keychain, and you're not going to be able to see it very much on camera. Obviously there's sparkles in there. What you can't see is that it's filled, maybe now you can a little bit. It's filled with water, but then there's just like a little bit of pink at the bottom, and the pink kind of like bubbles. Like I think that's oil or something. I don't know, but it's two different types of liquid. So love her. Okay. And then not the same day, but on the same theme, we got her. You can see the BAB. So this is from Build-A-Bear. And I'm probably going to take this off, to be honest, because I know that like she's going to keep her value and whatever. Especially you're supposed to leave the tag on. It's even a cute little Sanrio tag. It says Hello Kitty and Friends. When you open it, it says that her name is Kuromi, and it tells you to wishing you the most Kuromi-fied day. But like, I just want to snuggle her, okay? And do you like hear the little beans in her butt? So I just love her. So I might take the tag off. I haven't decided. I did take the tag off of her big sister. Okay. So she's a little Beanie Boo, and she's the real size. And this is also from Build-A-Bear. And this was also, just knocked over a clock, a gift. I got this with a gift card. It was one of those, like, you could use this gift card at like 400 places. And as I'm scrolling through, I saw Build-A-Bear and I was like, done. I will say I don't love going into the store. I get cringy. I get secondhand embarrassment. I don't know if they do this anymore, but like it used to be that you couldn't even make your own without them like making you like kiss the heart and put it in and rub it and like all the things. And I was like, can I just have it? Like if this were pre-stuffed and I walked in and it was pre-stuffed, I would just buy, can we just do that? So I did order this online and I picked up in store because I didn't want to pay the extra $10 for shipping, but I didn't have to do any of that. But also, bam, look at her foot. Look at how cute that is. Listen, I need to cover a tattoo that's behind my ear, and I might just cover it with her name. Like, I'm so serious. But I love this. I slept with her last night. Only complaint, and I already took off her tags, so I can't show you. But I did leave it here. Hold on. This specifically says bubblegum disc. Okay? Because I had them add in the little scent disc that's supposed to make her smell like bubblegum because, and it's funny because my husband's like, we had very different Halloweens. Her birthday is Halloween, okay? She's 20 years old this year and she was created, whatever, but her birthday is Halloween. And for me, every time I smell like truly traditional, like, what is it? Bubba something, Hubba Bubba. Like that smell of that like crisp bubblegum smell takes me back to Halloween. It's just all I can think of. And so I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to smell like Hubba Bubba and her birthday's Halloween and it's perfect and she's going to be perfect. Listen, nothing. Absolutely nothing. They can put it in her feet. I don't feel anything. I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything in her hands. I've squished her head. Nothing. So you put this card on here that I already dropped that said that you put Mr. Hubba Bubba in here and I am not smelling it. So I'm a little bit peeved about that, but that was like the least important part of the whole thing. So like, I forgive you and we're good. I'm setting her down. This is pre-made, so you can't add anything to this. No sound bites, no scent bites, nothing. Okay. So then we have a store called Mimiso, I don't know. Excuse me, at our local mall. And I got a bunch of these next things. Some of them were blind boxes. And so first thing I saw when I walked in the store was this little notebook. And you can see her little First of all, the sparkle's okay, and you see she's just so cute. They put a different pen in here. And the pen that they put in here had Kuromi on it. But as you can see, where'd it go? Oh, it's right with the Sanrio. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I don't think it's going to focus enough. Right under the Sanrio, the lid cracked. Like it's like splaying out, and she fell off. So the pen actually wrote really well. Oh, and it says Kuromi on there. This writes really well, but it's crappy quality. This fell off, so I'm keeping her separate. I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet. So I just put in a different pen because I still wanted a pen in here. That was the reason I chose this notebook instead of their more like traditional looking notebook. But the little pages are cute, you guys. Like 10 out of 10, everything about this little notebook minus the pen. So loving her. And then we've got a little brush. Okay. And it's got its little back on it. So like you can travel with this and not get anything in the bristles. Also, Miniso, whatever it's called. This place is like super cheap. So this was $8. That was maybe like $3 or $4. So you can just go in there and have a ball. I got these little stickers that I just think are so cute. And then these two came out of blind boxes. So this little hanging keychain situation of Hello Kitty. And she's just so precious. And then we, almost dropped, but we caught her. And then we've got Mr. Pom Pom Purin. And his little beret is on his butt / hip. And that just makes me laugh. And for anybody asking, there is a unicorn tail on the costume. So his traditional butt cannot be seen on this. But that's okay. I feel like I dropped some. Oh, I did. So there's another one, but it's in my bathroom. I got another, upside down, another little blind box, and it had this cinnamon roll and this soap dispenser. And so these are in my newly redone spa bathroom. And they're just cute and they make me smile. Okay, so this is a perfect example. You guys know, like all of my recent videos have been talking about who cares what other people think? Just find little things that bring you joy. And having this tiny, like this might be the actual size of both things. This tiny little cinnamon roll and tiny little soap dish just on the, it's like up back on my vanity. I see it. Most people probably won't because I've got a makeup mirror coming out in front of it. And it just makes me happy. And that's all that matters. And it's my bathroom. And almost nobody comes here. So I can look at it and I can be happy. So that was another little blind box that I got. And I really liked that. Got this sticker. When I ordered this sticker, I thought it would be like these. Like little circles, and she's huge. Okay, so I don't actually know what I'm going to do with her, but I'm obsessed with it. Love the rainbow, love the Kuromi. It's one of the thick ones. I don't think maybe you can see that on camera, but it's the pip stickers. So this is separate. This is its own sticker that says Kuromi, and then this is her name, and then it's got the freaking pip stick puffy label, and then the 2023 Sanrio. Like these are all separate stickers. I don't know why I would use those necessarily, but like, listen, maybe I want the whole vibe. Maybe I want her exactly like this. I don't know. I'm probably just going to use her name and her, but it's fine. What else, you guys? Okay, so I changed my mind because I pulled out everything, but I'm suddenly not going to show you a couple of them because it's building on what I'm going to do to customize my Kill Switch 2 when it gets here, which, by the way, still no notifications. I've not gotten any indication that it has shipped, is going to ship. I knew end of July, beginning of August would be the soonest. It is now August 7th. Yes. So no idea. It'll get here when it gets here. But I did get this little guy. So I haven't put it on my phone yet, obviously, because I'm worried that it's not going to, I was looking for my phone and I'm recording with it. I'm worried that it's not going to stick to the back of my phone case. So I might need a different phone case before I use this, and or I might need to put this on something else. But basically this little heart guy has a sticky back to it. You might have to attach, nope, it's got a sticky back to it and you just peel off the backing. So you stick that to a flat surface, i.e. your phone or whatever. And then you clip this into that loop. And then suddenly you've got Cinnamon Roll flying through life with you, attached to your phone. And I just think that'll be so cute. So loved that. And he's flocked, which you cannot see on camera. But this was the only thing I got from, the only thing I got from Box Lunch. You guys, it surprised me. Typically, Original 151 is where I spend all of my money. Sometimes I go back and forth between that and Box Lunch, just depending upon my mood. And this time it was just Hot Topic. I just got so much at Hot Topic. So this was the only thing that I got from Box Lunch. And what's funny is when I walked in, they were like, let me have your phone number to see if you have any rewards. And I did. And they were like, you have $10 off. And I was like, well, $10 if you spend, or like $10 off of anything. And they were like, literally just $10 off. So this was 12, and they rang it up and tried to charge me. And I was like, you literally already told me that I have $10 off. And he was like, oh, did you want to use it? And I was like, yes. What? It's $2 now. So I was excited about that. Let's see. Okay, this I might send back, you guys. This was an Amazon purchase. She's just so cute though. So like visually, I don't want to send her back. But I don't know if I'm in love with it. So we are going to take a trip here in a minute. So she opens really wide. That's the whole purpose. So this is a cosmetics case. There is a zippered pouch right here. A little pocket stretch thingy over here. And another stretch thingy over here. So like she can fit a lot, okay? But I'm nervous about it because typically I don't travel, okay? But the last time I traveled, I had like a stiff, like she's not stiff, okay? She's also not technically waterproof. Oh, this is from Impressions Vanity. I don't know that you'll be able to see that, but it says so on there. You can see it right there. It was like the last time I traveled, it was a square, kind of thin, but it was hard. And so I'm like, in the plane, is that better? I don't know. So maybe put down in the comments, do you think it's okay for me to travel with this? If I have my travel size belongings, you know, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all the things, do you think that because she's squishy, they will explode? Or do you think they'll be okay? Should I put all of them in a Ziploc bag first? I don't know. She's precious and I love her, but she's giving me anxiety. So might send this one back. We'll see. And then, okay, I'm going to skip one thing because I don't want to forget to show you these. This is my new obsession, you guys. How am I 36 years old and I've never technically owned a pair of Vans before? Did I live in high school? Granted, I wore Converse and other things, but like, these are it. So these are like my new favorite shoes. I wear them all the time. You can see that they don't say Vans in there because I am above 30 and I have old bones. So I got these really thin little Amazon inserts that are making my life great. It's got the little Vans off the wall on the back. Love these. Love everything about these. So here's the stitch. I got these having no intention to put inserts in them, okay? And I thought they were comfortable, and I walked around with them for a couple days, and it was fine. And then we had a work event where we went bowling at the last part of the day. And I obviously could not bowl in these. They made me bowl in bowling shoes. But the bowling shoes were the most uncomfortable bowling shoes I've ever worn in my whole life. And then after that, I put these back on, and my feet still hurt. And I was like, I don't love that. Is this indicative that my feet are just going to hurt for long days if I wear these because of how flat they are and because of the fact that I'm old? So I ordered 3 different pairs of insoles. And these fit. So this is the same pair of shoes. I did not go up a size. These fit, they're comfortable. I will say this last little bit right here is a little bit tight right now. Not even tight. It's just that you now see a sock imprint just right on that line. But I can also tell that they're going to continue stretching out because they're like brand new. So it's perfectly comfortable to wear. It's not painful that it's like leaves that sock line right there. It's just that I think eventually there won't be a sock line there because it'll stretch just that much more. But the Doc Marten, no, that's a lie. Dr. Scholl's insoles that I got were like super freaking thick. I have never been pregnant in my life, but my feet made me look like I was pregnant, if that makes sense, because I've only ever seen people's feet that swollen when they're pregnant. And like my skin was puffing out of the top of these because those insoles, like these are just like, and that curves up on the side. I don't know how to explain it, but it like cups down. So it's not actually this thick. It's a lot thinner. But the Dr. Scholl's ones were like, had arch and like, it was a whole thing. So then it took up like half of the inside of the shoe. So my foot was like, we don't belong here. My husband was like, you look crazy. And I did. And it was funny. But anyways, because of that, I couldn't decide if I liked these insoles or not. So I had these, the Dr. Scholl ones, and a Birkenstock pair. Thankfully, I didn't buy the Birkenstock pair. I already had those because those are expensive. And I assumed that they wouldn't fit because they have a big arch and they're hard. But they're also only half the shoe. So it's literally just this back part with the arch, and there was nothing up here. So that's why I was like, well, maybe it would fit. It kind of did. I didn't like it. These were definitely 10 out of 10 in the winter, and they're cheap on Amazon, and you did not have to go up a size in your shoe. But I took all 3 insoles to Journey, okay? So this is story time. So I got these shoes from Journeys near me, but a different location at an outdoor mall by us. And that was funny too, because we're sitting here watching, Harry Potter and playing video games. And I just looked at my husband and I was like, it was a Sunday because it was my birthday. And I was like, the outdoor mall is going to close. Can we leave? And he was just like, what? And I was like, I need a pair of Vans. And he was like, what? I've never in my life talked about Vans. Like, he's never heard Vans come out of my mouth. And I was like, well, I need them and they're going to close. So we need to go. And he was like, all right, bet, let's go. And so we went. And this is just hilarious to me. So I will tell you, my husband feels Vans and Bangs are the same. And they belong on people 16 and below and not past that. So I don't care that he feels that way because he doesn't actually care either. He just thinks it's silly. And so I've been rocking these like all day, every day. I will not agree with him about bangs because some people, no matter what their age is, look great with bangs. I have multiple cowlicks, and so they do not work for me. So like this splits over this way, this splits over this way, and this is a hard split this way. So when I have bangs, they just go, and it's not cute, okay? And it does not work for me. So I will acknowledge that bangs are not the best idea for me, but that doesn't mean that they don't belong on anybody over the age of 16. So anyways, we're in there, and the 2 women working at that Journey were just, they were women, girls, they were a lot younger than me, but they were so nice, and I have really big feet for a girl, and so I just walked in and I was like, listen, you've got a whole wall of different Vans and different colors and all the things. Do you have this style, not colored, this style of shoe and this style of shoe at all in this size? And so she brought out what she had, and I actually just fell in love with these, even though I thought I would want a different colorway, but it was this or bust. So I was able to get these right on the spot and walk out with them. So then, as I said, have the whole bowling situation, have the whole my feet kind of hurt situation, and then have the order several pairs of insoles /2, and I already had 1 situation. So now I'm going to Journey again because I, at that point, had worn these maybe twice, like 1 full day and 1 like evening, afternoon. Like I maybe went to dinner and came back, so like barely. So I was like, what I can't decide is I might need to buy a bigger pair, which sucks because we already acknowledged that I have large feet for a woman, and sell these. So like I might need to buy a bigger pair so that the insole fits, but then I could sell these and like recoup a little bit of my money since I literally just bought them, but I can't return them because I've worn them twice, right? So I should have gone back to the Journeys that I went to at the outdoor mall, but I didn't because we remodeled my bathroom recently. I think I told you guys that. And the contractor, who's amazing, not us, installed a light, and it has defogging and, it's a mirror, but it's got the defogger on it and the LED light and everything. So it's like the vanity bathroom mirror light situation. Well, it stopped working. And so I messaged Amazon and I was like, listen, we're outside the return window, but this multiple $100 mirror should not short out in 2 months. And so they were like, okay, cool, you can return it. Sent me the return code, whatever. But I don't know why. Like typically you get options of where you can return it, but they were like, you're returning it to UPS. And I was like, cool. So I have exactly 2 UPSs, even remotely near me, and they're in very opposite directions. And one of them was not near the outdoor mall or anything else, but the other one was near a Journey store. Not my Journey store, but a. And so I was like, you know what? That's fine. I can literally park here, return the mirror, and then walk a few doors down and go on a journey. And so that is what I did. And I have never in my life, like, I'm so serious. I'm not even mad about it. I am just stunned, mind boggled, amazed, okay, at the lack of service. So these children, because they were 12, are standing in the store. It is not busy, okay? There is like nobody in there. So I do the same thing. I'm like, listen, because now I need a size bigger than this, right? And so I show them. I say, I brought inserts with me. I want to try them on with a bigger size pair of shoe. I don't care what color it is. This is purely for trying on purposes. Do you have any of these shoes in a size this or above? Chick is like, let me go look. And so she takes a couple pairs of shoes with her to go back. And then she walks back out and she goes, yes. Can I try them? Oh. Yeah, hold on. And then she goes back in the back. I was like, are you kidding me? I showed you my bag that I was carrying inserts in with. Oh, got a hair on my lip. I told you that I don't care about the color because it's purely to try for size. I ask you if you have these, you go back and check and then come out and say, yes. She was not carrying shoes with her. She literally just went to see if they had them and then came back out and said yes. And then I had to be like, can you go get them so I can try them on for size? She was so confused. And then she was like, oh, yeah, I guess. And then goes, and there was 2 different pairs. Goes and she brings me the left shoe of both. I was like, ma'am, like, is this an anti-theft thing? Like, I kind of get that because it's not like if you gave me a left and a right, then I could theoretically walk out with non-matching shoes because it's 2 different pairs of shoes, but like I would have one on each foot. But there's nobody in this store, and there's at least 2 of you. I think there was a third. I think you guys could tackle me. You know, like, I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. But like, she didn't bring the box out or anything. She brought me 2 left shoes. And I was like, okay, thank you. And so then I just start trying them on, and then I put the insert in. But like, how, I don't know. I cannot just wear one insert with one shoe and decide if these shoes fit. So then I had to go up and be like, excuse me, can I try on the match? And she was equally like stunned, and she was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then she gives me the match to both shoes. And then, so this is why I don't think it was a theft thing. I think it's a we're not all up here in the brain thing. She and the coworker that had been out with her both leave, fully go to the back. The store is now empty except for me. So now you've given me the pair of both shoes. I now have both full sets of shoes and boxes, and actually the entire store at my disposal, and y'all just left. What? And I hear them like laughing in the back and stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on at this point. So this can't have been a theft thing, because I can now walk out with all this. Like, I had time to pull up my car and start loading stuff. It was the weirdest experience I have literally ever had in my life shopping. I truly cannot think of another one that would top that. Definitely not one where I was talking to someone. Like, the customer service was that. I've had bad it was a whole nother level, guys. And I laughed so hard. But I also couldn't decide. I was like, well, now, it was like, the one, they were both similar styles and both the same size, one size bigger than this, but one felt a lot more stretched out than the other. And so I was like, well, was this shoe just made bigger, or will they all stretch out like this? So then it started getting in my head, like, maybe these will just fit. And I was getting all the bad vibes and the bad juju from these people. Excuse me. And so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave. And so that's what I did. So they finally came back out, and I was like, bye. And then I just went home with my original pair of shoes that I had and my little baggie of insoles that I brought with me. And these were the thinnest insoles that fit the best while not having to change size of shoe. And so I've been wearing them, and they're now perfect. Like, so maybe the first day was a little bit tighter, but they've definitely, it's not even like they really needed to stretch out. I almost feel like maybe the insole has compacted a little bit. Like, it's still clearly squishy, These are perfect, okay? So if you get a thin insole, if you are over 30 and get Vans, you might want to put insoles in them. If you're going to put insoles in them, you should get the insoles before you get the Vans so that you can try them on together and decide on size. But if you already have Vans and are trying to add insoles to them, I will try and figure out how to link these down below. But these were just a cheapy pair on Amazon, as I said, and these fit, and I did not have to change my size of shoe. There's also one, and I think it's literally just called like Old Bones or the Old Bones Club or something, and it's for 30-plus-year-old / just old skaters, and I think those are even thinner than these, and I think they market them as fitting in Vans. So definitely options that we can accomplish, and achieve. But that was just wild to me. I was like, I cannot wait to tell you guys. So, conclusion of story, we're on to a totally different topic. Bam, a little bit of gaming. We've got Tales of the Shire. This is the, I ordered from I Am 8-Bit. So this was the premium whatever. So this is what you would get if you bought it now and or anywhere else. Welcome to the Shire. I'm not going to open it. There is a map inside, but the first thing inside is the code card for the downloadable full album. And I haven't done it yet. So if I open this, you guys will see it and somebody could steal the code from me. So I'm not going to. I have not played this yet because it just got here. So I pre-ordered this forever ago, but I got it. It felt like forever, at least 4 days after release. So like everybody else got it on release day. Everybody else started playing it on release day. Had I not already purchased it, I would have just like downloaded it on release day too. But it took forever to get here. So I have not yet played this. The internet tells me it's bad. The internet tells me that this had all of the possibilities of being a phenomenal cozy game, and they ruined it. I stopped watching any videos that talked about this, even from my favorite YouTubers and favorite reviewers, because I'm not listening. I want to find it out for myself. This might be terrible, but I want to find out for myself why it's terrible. So that's what I'm gonna do. So maybe this weekend I will pop it in and play it. I also just feel though, because I'm such a baby gamer, maybe I'm gonna love it anyway. Because like maybe if I weren't a baby, maybe if I was on solid foods, right, I would be like, this does not have enough for me. But I'm like, luxury of being a baby gamer. Maybe this will just be super fun. And I feel like it's the perfect time because even though it's still really hot outside, at least where I live, we've had some like 60-degree mornings. We've been able to open the windows, the screen door, feel that cool, crisp fall air. So now I'm going to play a cozy little fall Lord of the Rings Shire game, cook my little whatever in the game. I'm going to be, that segues me into burning my fall candles because my house is already full of them. This is the salted butterscotch. Smells so good. This is not strong. I love this. There was a candle from Yankee Candle Company back 2008, maybe 2009. And it was like pancakes. Like it was pancakes and waffles or like pancakes and syrup or something. I don't know why this smells exactly like that. Because that was supposed to be syrup and this is just butterscotch, but like this takes me back. But as I said, it's not strong. So like I burn this in my office because it's a small space. This one, however, is maple pumpkin and it's in its little thing. And this one has a cuter top to it. This is the bomb diggity. This does not smell like this. This for sure is the maple. You can smell the syrup. And I will tell you, I really owe you guys an updated carnivore video and I just haven't done it. But I'm up to 81.4 pounds lost as of today. So we're doing super great with that. I miss two things the most: syrup and pickles. Third place would be salad. I really want a salad with cheese, which I can have cheese, but I want the cheese on the salad and dressing. Salad is good and I want it, but I cannot, and that's fine. And we will wait for a later day. But this smells delicious, and this is much stronger. So you can definitely smell the maple. You can definitely smell the pumpkin. It's just like a very gourmand, sweet fall scent, and it fills a room. So this goes, that's why it's in the cute little holder. It goes out in the main living space, and I've been loving that. I will say, maybe you can find this on Poshmark or something. This is not a candle that they sell right now. I still had the little remnants of caramel apple from I don't know what year. And does it say on here? If it does, I'm not immediately seeing it. I loved this. Caramel apple was legit. So I pulled this out because, as I said, I still had some. Honestly, it was probably closer to halfway, and it's gone now. So I need to throw it away. But I wanted to show you guys. So this was what got me into the fall season, because I pulled it out probably too early, but I was burning through it. And then finally Bath & Body Works released their fall candles, and I was like, bet. So then I went out and we did that, and now I'm obsessed with the two that I have. But I wanted to show you this just in case maybe you have it, or maybe you can find it, or whatever. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then lastly, glazed pumpkin. She's everything. I forgot to get it out, but last year, it is not the same. Hear me. This is not a dupe. But last year at Christmas, I got the Jo Malone ginger biscuit fragrance that is highly sought after. They released it, I'm gonna make this up, they released it like in 2021, and then not again until last year or something like that. But both release windows were like gone in a second. So if you were not on the like email notifications or whatever, you just weren't gonna know about it, and you weren't gonna get it. I was gonna say ashamed to say, I am kind of, but I bought it on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, one of those. So definitely paid scalper prices, but I really wanted it. Once again, this is not a dupe, but it's giving the same vibes, okay? Like, I think what I will do is wear that one. That will be my base perfume, and then this is what I'm going to spritz over it, right? And this is going to get me through all of Christmas. I have more than one of these. I got two. But like, that's how much I like this fragrance. It is very sweet, but it's like, I just don't know how to describe it, because it's glazed pumpkin, but I'm really smelling the ginger. I'm smelling the butter, maybe, because ginger biscuit was obviously, it's not just sharp, harsh ginger, like you would smell, like a Moscow mule is not going to smell the same as a ginger cookie, right? So this is more giving ginger cookie vibes, but there's no ginger in it. So I'm like, am I smelling butter? Is like the pumpkin butter and sugar what I'm smelling? Like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm obsessed with it. So right now I've been mixing it with the Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon, which is also a gourmand fragrance, but more of like a caramel one. So that's my base, and this goes on top, and I'm obsessed with it. And at least at my local Bath and Body Works, the like not the rounded body lotion, but like the tubular body butter, I forget what it's called, that's already gone. So you can get this, I think still, you can get the body wash and like the regular rounded lotion that's not as moisturizing. And I might go back and get more. And I've stocked up on this twice. So that's how much I love this. So if you still have it, go get you some. Also, I stocked up because it was my birthday, so I had free stuff. I had also earned rewards, and it was on sale. So I was able to get a lot of stuff for like the price of maybe 2 items. So yes, so I think that's everything that I want to show you guys. I recently saw somebody say that they live their life in HD, and they were talking about ADHD, and I might be stealing that. So this was a very HD video. I was all over the place. You just got to be friends with me and see my ADHD directly on display. But I had fun, so I hope that you have fun watching it back. And comment down below. Keep her, send her back. What do you think? Is she flyable? Is it not safe? Keep in mind, my suitcase is hard. Like, my suitcase, you can't bend it. Let me know. But thanks. Oh, and if you have Tales of the Shire, let's talk about that too. Put it down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it a good cozy game? Is it a very fall game? Tell me all the things. Let's just chat. And what is your favorite fall scent? So, all right. That's it. We'll be done now. So thanks for being friends and have a great rest of your day. Bye.